Vince Vaughn joins Rocky and Sopranos legends to spotlight food, family, and tradition. Vince Vaughn teamed up with a quartet of iconic veteran actresses for a new comedy that celebrates Italian-American heritage through the lens of food, family, and tradition. The 55-year-old actor is starring alongside Lorraine Bracco, 70, Talia Shire, 79, Susan Sarandon, 78, and Brenda Vaccaro, 85, in the Netflix movie Nonnas, titled after the Italian word for grandmothers. Based on a real-life story, the film follows MTA worker Joe Scaravella Vaughn, who decides to change his life after the death of his beloved mother Maria and open an Italian restaurant, Enoteca Maria, to honor her and his late grandmother. Rather than hiring professional chefs, Joe enlists four Italian grandmothers, including Roberta Bracco, Teresa Shire, Gia Sarandon, and Antonella Vaccaro, to be the restaurant's cooks using their own traditional methods and recipes. During the movie, Joe begins to heal from the grief of losing his mother after forming close bonds with the Nonnas and finding a new sense of purpose. I really enjoyed the connection of food and family, and the idea that love and culture was passed down through food and get-togethers, and that those gifts stay with us always, Vaughn told Entertainment Weekly in April. While speaking with Screen Rant, Vaughn explained how he resonated with the movie's themes and his character's journey throughout the film. Trump, Vince Vaughn's spoof, Wedding Crashers with photo of star's visit to White House. I like movies that are exploring things in life, moments, experiences, The Wedding Crashers star said. I think one of the powerful things about the movie is you have the perspective of being a kid for all of us, and what that is in those family events. And then it kind of flashes forward, and you realize the impact of being in a very different stage of life. I was raised with my granny in the house with me, and so I really loved that this was a real place and a true story, Vaughn continued. I'd never heard of the restaurant, but Joe created a place where he brought Italian grandmothers to be the cooks to make the recipes that were their family, recipes that they used to feed their family, and to celebrate life. I thought that was such an interesting idea and such a great send-up to these ladies and this culture. Then you're dealing with the loss of a parent, but recognizing where they're alive in spirit and food and what they taught you, and searching for that bond, that connection, he added. And what does that next chapter look like for someone? What do you do with these feelings? And how do you create community and family? I think what a lot of people want is love and connection and good experiences and relationships and bonds that are meaningful. That's what we all cherish and strive to have in our lives. Nonnas was directed by Steven Chbosky and written by his wife, screenwriter Liz Mackey. During an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Chbosky praised the four powerhouse actresses who play the Nonnas, describing them as an embarrassment of riches. Chbosky, who previously directed The Perks of Being a Wallflower and Dear Evan Hansen, said that casting Bracco, Shire, Sarandon, and Vaccaro as the Nonnas was a process of saying, "Please, God." And then they said yes. Two of the actresses are well known for their roles in famous projects that focused on the Italian-American community. Bracco received an Academy Award nomination and a Golden Globe nod for her performance as Karen Hill, the wife of real-life mobster Henry Hill, Ray Liotta, in Martin Scorsese's 1990 gangster movie, Goodfellas. She later starred as Tony Soprano's psychiatrist, Dr. Jennifer Melfi, on the hit HBO series The Sopranos, earning 4 Emmy Award nominations and 3 Golden Globe nods. Shire rose to fame for her role as Connie Corleone in the Godfather movie trilogy, which was directed by her brother, Francis Ford Coppola. She received a Best Supporting Actress Oscar nomination for her performance in 1974's The Godfather, Part 2. Shire also earned a Best Actress Academy Award nod for playing Rocky Balboa's love interest Adrian Penino in 1970 SIX's Rocky, and reprised her role in 4 Rocky sequels. Sarandon has starred in a slew of heralded films, including Thelma and Louise, Bull Durham, and Dead Man Walking, the latter of which earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. Vaccaro is a 3-time Tony Award nominee who received a Golden Globe nod for her role in 1969's Midnight Cowboy and an Oscar nod for her performance in 1975's Once Is Not Enough. During an interview with Extra, Vaughn said that working with the foursome was incredible. "I'm a massive fan and just been moved by all of them and so many incredible performances," he said. "I certainly took advantage of a time to ask a lot of questions about a lot of their work that I love."